All right, another day, another robot vacuum, but this time we have a premium product here from Dreame. This is the X50 Ultra. Let's get right into it. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Desmond, and today we are talking all about the Dreame X50 Ultra. This is a pretty premium quality robot vacuum. And again, if you've seen this channel before, I've reviewed a few different robot vacuums, robots in general, on this channel, but I'm definitely seeing a lot more great options for every use case and every budget. So this video is sponsored by Dreame, and we are going to be talking all about the X50 Ultra, one of their newest robot vacuum releases, and what I would probably consider, at least in the tiering of the market, a more premium option for buyers out there. First of all, why do I care about robot vacuums? I mean, I just turned 37 recently, and again, as I shift into my late 30s era, cleaning is important. I think for a lot of us, it is just something that we have to do. We take care of our own homes, our apartments, our condos, whatever it is. So automation is actually really important for me when it comes to just like keeping everything in life in check. Now for my household specifically, I have carpet, I've got tile, I have hardwood, I've also got kids, and I've got a dog. And on top of all that, I work and travel just a ton. So keeping the house clean is a constant chore. And this new generation of like vacuum and mopping robots, that type of automation is super critical. So first, let's talk about the design of the Dreame X50 Ultra. Like I mentioned, I think this falls into the more premium line of available options out there. And it goes to show because the design is actually really quite aesthetic and again, leans more into that premium look and feel. We've got the kind of gold trim. I have another Dreame stick vacuum. Same thing, it looks beautiful in the space. It blends this really nice kind of metallic gold accent color alongside their like charcoal kind of off black. And together, I think it creates a very luxurious aesthetic looking product. The same goes for the included docking system. So all the accents, the minimal branding, everything looks really well buttoned up and again, kind of meets that more premium price tag. But straight into the big feature that sets us apart from other vacuum and mopping robots, extendable legs. This thing has the ability to lift itself over door sills, small steps, maybe sliding door tracks, or just other obstacles that are kind of permanently affixed in the space. It won't stop it from vacuuming or mopping. It'll just be able to climb directly over it, up to 6 centimeters of height. And the same holds true when it comes to the opposite use case. It can get relatively low to go under furniture, sofas, cabinets, to make sure you're cleaning kind of every square inch of your home. Setup for the X50 Ultra, like most smart robot vacuums, is pretty simple. You plug it in, get it into the dock, and then everything is kind of set up through the app. So let's go straight into navigation and the obstacle handling. Once everything is set up and it's on the network, it's gonna 360-degree map your entire home and all the different rooms. I thought it did a great job on its first mapping of the living room. The app is really helpful. Obviously, there are tons of AI-powered sensors and cameras on the X50, so it can get an accurate reading of every square inch, every corner, every separate room. And then once it combines all of that information, it's going to give you a detailed mapping of the home and ideally give you an accurate breakdown of the different subsections of that room. This can also include things like furniture and other, I guess, items that are permanently or semi-permanently affixed to the space. I mentioned the word AI, which gets thrown around pretty regularly these days, but this is useful when it comes to object detection. So it is going to be able to recognize wires, toys, pet bowls, socks, your pets, and avoid them automatically, which again makes it a lot easier, especially if I'm kicking off a cleaning cycle while I'm out. I don't have to rescue the vacuum if it sucks up a sock because it's going to be smart enough to just avoid the things that the kids leave on the ground that I might leave on the ground and just kind of continue and get the job done the best it can without, again, hitting, sucking up, or getting into any of these items that may be thrown about my home. The X50 Ultra also has a built-in LED light just for navigating in dark spaces. So if you're running a cleaning cycle at night, it can turn that LED on and again, go about its normal cleaning routine. Also, this is useful when it's cleaning under couches or sofas or other spaces where there just isn't light. It's gonna be able to turn that on, leverage its other AI cameras to just make sure all the spaces underneath those areas stays clean. Also worth calling out, the camera module on top of the X50 Ultra, when it's in open spaces, it rises up out of the machine so that it can get a really good, solid, accurate, proper scanning and visual of what it's cleaning. But when it's going under low spaces, that camera module can be lowered down, and then it leverages the cameras on the front of the X50 in order to navigate and continue mapping the area. Next, let's talk about cleaning performance. Arguably one of the most important elements when it comes to a robot vacuum. The more powerful the suction, the better the overall result. So the X50 is powered by what they call the turbo force motor. It's a very cool name. Again, I just think of marketing teams sitting in rooms coming up with cool, like really intense names. So this turbo force motor, it can generate up to 20,000 pascals of suction power. And ultimately what that means is the force in which it can draw in all the debris and dust and things that are on your carpet, on your floors, into the vacuum itself. And Dreame does say this is amongst one of the strongest robot vacuums out there. I mean, in my testing, it's obviously very powerful. It does a great job of keeping the house clean. That's pretty important for me, especially when it comes to, you know, I've got 2 young girls, I've got a dog that sheds, kids are dropping snacks and crumbs all over the place. So I think my carpets are probably messier than most homes, but the extra suction power is perfect for this type of use case. Other features to quickly call out, we have what they call their side reach brush. And again, that is just a spinning side brush that you'll find on most robot vacuums that helps you clean between edges, corners, around furniture legs, just again, optimize cleaning overall. And I mentioned my girls as well as my dog. The anti-tangle dual brush system is great for that. I don't need to go in and like cut hairs out or pick things out because the system itself just handles all of that extra hair really, really well. So the X50 Ultra has a full mopping system built into it. It comes with 2 included magnetic mop heads that you can easily just install before your first use. And it leverages the all-in-one dock to refill water, refill cleaning solution, which Dreame did include in the package, which was really quite nice. The other feature, very much like the side reach kind of like corner edge brushes, is the mops have what they call mop extend, which is self-explanatory. The mop heads extend outward from the body to give you cleaning along edges and corners. I won't spend too much time talking about how the mopping works, but of course you've got the 2 tanks in the all-in-one dock. You fill one up with water. That water is then heated and then drawn into the vacuum, giving you hot water mopping to help with sticky or oily messes, juices, anything like that. Using the big AI word again, when it is mopping, it does have something called dirt detection, which means after it's done a pass or 2, it can identify areas that need to be re-cleaned. So it'll go in, rewash the mops, head back out and clean up extra sticky spots or areas that it may have missed automatically. So after any cleaning mode, whether you're vacuuming or mopping, it's always going to return to this all-in-one dock, which like I mentioned, looks great. The aesthetics of Dreame products, chef's kiss. But the all-in-one power dock, of course, yes, it'll charge your vacuum, but it's also going to automatically empty out any of the dirty water from the mopping. It's going to do a mop cleaning as well as hot air dry it, handles the automatic refilling, solution refilling, and then after every vacuum cycle, it's going to automatically empty all of the debris and dust and hair that the vacuum picks up into, I think, a 3.2 liter dust bag. Dreame does include a second one, but as you use them, you may have to purchase more. I think it's rated for like 100 days of vacuuming. I haven't tested this for 100 days, but that's not terrible. Let's talk about how you control the entire X50 Ultra. First of all, if we're just looking at the vacuum itself, you can see here we have 2 buttons on top of that camera system that rises out. You've got a home button and then you've got a power button. If you tap the home button while it's away from its dock, it is automatically just gonna return to the dock, start charging, self-empty, do whatever it has to do to get back home. The other button, if it is docked or if it's just out and about, if you click that, it will automatically go into the last cleaning mode and start cleaning the home. So for me, I just always have it set to just vacuum. If I wanna quickly just hit that power button, it's going to just start that vacuuming mode, finish it, head back. And to get a bit smarter, it does support voice control. So you can use your Amazon Echo, Google, your Siri. It also has it built into the vacuum itself. So you can say, hey, Dreame, start vacuuming, and the vacuum will begin a cleaning cycle. But for more control and overall settings and options, the Dreame app is the place to go. Obviously, you can control the vacuum from anywhere in the world. I think there's a companion Apple Watch app as well, and widgets and shortcuts, but let's just talk about the app itself. I mean, I think the UX looks great. We obviously have my X50 Ultra connected here. We have 100% power. At any point, I could just hit this play button and start a cleaning cycle, or I can hit that home button to send it back to the dock. But if we want to go ahead and go to the device, we can see the 3D mapping that it's already done. We can see over here in the red that that is a no-go zone. Those are a set of stairs that it's identified that it doesn't want to fall down. And then we can see where the dock is right now. Of course, I can see all the details around the dock. There's no clean water in the tank right now, which is fine. Dust bag is good, detergent's good. We can do an empty, a wash, or a mop drying. And then there's so many more settings you can get into, but it's not that long of a video, so we won't spend too much time doing that. But an added feature I do like is the live camera monitoring. So again, if I'm not home and I want to just start a clean cycle and also just get a look at the house while I'm out and about, you can turn this on. And then you also have the little flashlight control button here that I can turn on and off, which is pretty cool. Auto, manual mode. You can track pets. The app also has pretty extensive like mapping features, so you can edit the entire map that you've set, right? Room partitions, cleaning sequence, curtains, and low-lying areas. Those are both new features they've added to this, but I don't have curtains. I have big blinds in this home, but if you're someone who has curtains, you don't want them sucked up by the vacuum, you can set that as well. And then low-lying areas. So as you can see here, we can identify where the couch is, we can identify where the cabinets are, and it's gonna know to drop the camera, turn on the lights, and head into there. Depends on how obsessed with cleaning and mapping your home you are, but we do have different map displays. So you can see a 3D mapping of your home, which is pretty cool. See all the different areas that it's able to access and vacuum and clean and all the stuff that's in the way. I prefer the 2D look. And like I mentioned, lots and lots of settings. I'm not gonna go through everything in detail, but you know, we have carpet settings, we have floor cleaning settings, clearance leg settings. We'll play with that a little bit later and I'll show you. As you can see here, you can choose like a hurdle style or a synchronized obstacle crossing. Pretty cool. And more functions, as if the app did not already have enough stuff to mess with. Battery life, 220 minutes of total runtime. Dreame says it covers about 2,200 square feet on a single charge, but if you've got the dock nearby, it doesn't really matter. If it runs low, it'll return empty, recharge, and continue the job if you've got massive area to clean. But overall, the Dreame X50 Ultra is a great premium option for those of you out there looking for a robot vacuum and kind of all-in-one mopping system. For me, this is great for handling, again, the kids, the crumbs, the fur, the hair. Because I travel so much, because my schedule is a bit chaotic, the automation is just so helpful. Being able to come back to a clean home is, I don't know, a feeling that's just hard to describe. It's really quite nice. So having the X50 Ultra kind of constantly keeping the house clean is great. And from a convenience standpoint, like I said, not only do I get the constant automated cleaning, I don't have to deal with cleaning the vacuum itself, right? With the all-in-one dock, we've got all the mop care, we've got the self-emptying, we have all the charging, everything is basically handled by itself. And maybe added bonus, the Dreame X50 Ultra comes with a 5-year warranty. More advanced and complex machines like this, there's always a increased likelihood that small parts, complex pieces, moving elements may break. So you've got a 5-year warranty built in with your purchase. All right, I'm gonna leave links in the description below. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more videos just like this. I will catch you on the next one.